everyone and welcome to this video. If you are new here, my name is Sarah and today's topic, as you can read in the title, is all about stress. How to deal with stress, what stress actually is, and what habits will help us decrease our stress levels. So stay tuned and make sure you watch all the way until the end. In this modern, hectic and fast-paced world, we all have experienced moments of stress. Stress is sensed in different ways for each of us. Also, the same situation is causing varying levels of stress for each individual. Before we move on to ways of how to deal with stress and habits that will help us manage our stress in order to live more peacefully, first let's take a look at stress itself. Stress is our body's reaction to a challenge. It can both be positive or negative. In a negative sense, stress expresses itself as feeling overwhelmed or pressured by something. It decreases our performance and feels very unpleasant. Positive stress, also known as good stress, is what we feel when we are excited, when an opportunity feels like it leads to an outcome that is good. Positive stress helps us manage challenges, motivates us to reach our goals, helps us focus our energies, improves performance, and ultimately makes us smarter, happier, and healthier. In this video, we are mainly focusing on negative stress, as we are hoping to minimize that kind of stress. Stress is a feeling of tension, emotionally, mentally, and physically, that can trigger emotions such as being frustrated, angry, or aggressive. Stress on the physical level is one of the most common root causes for modern-day illnesses, such as cancer or depression. It has a massive impact on our overall health and well-being. As we already discussed, not all stress is the same. Besides good and bad stress, there are also different forms of stress. There is acute stress and chronic stress. Acute stress, for example, happens because of a presentation at work or a big exam, first date, or being stuck in traffic for an important meeting. Acute stress is stress for only a limited time. In former times, this was the only kind of stress that existed. When a lion is chasing you, there is stress. This kind of stress is also known as the fight and flight mode. The problem arises when this kind of stress is turning into chronic stress. Chronic stress, or also known as long-term stress, can be caused by a bad relationship, toxic home environment, financial problems, a stressful job, poor sleeping habits, and so on. Something that is lasting for an extended period of time. It's a constant state of feeling pressured or overwhelmed. It can express itself as anxiety, insomnia, or depression, or on a physical level as high blood pressure, pain, or a weakened immune system. Whether the stress is real or not, it is causing chemical reactions in the body. During that stage, heart rate increases, muscle tighten, breathing gets faster, and blood pressure rises. You're getting ready to act and protect yourself. During that stage of stress, two chemicals called adrenaline and cortisol, which are our stress hormones, are released into the body. The exact effects that they are having on our bodies vary greatly by each person. Some get quiet, others very talkative. Some start overeating, others feel no longer hungry. Some are gaining weight, others are losing uncontrolled weight. Chronic stress is so dangerous because it is affecting the functions and systems in our body. When the stress levels are constantly hit, our body continues to release stress hormones, which, when too long in the body, alter its way of working. This disrupts almost every system in the body: our immune system, digestive system, brain function, reproductive system, our hormones, our heart, the aging process, and so on. When we are in fight and flight mode, our processes within the body have different priorities. Energies will only be used for the functions that help us stay alive. The answer lays in what we are doing daily. Begin to incorporate mindful practices. This way, you are communicating to your body to stop sending out those stress hormones and instead calm down. Number 1. Routines. A routine helps put structure to the day to avoid feeling unconcentrated, overwhelmed, or unfocused. When routines are in place, we no longer have to think and motivate ourselves for each and every single task that we have to do. We simply do it because it's habit. This is creating so much space for something new and freeing up resources that we would have otherwise used for super simple tasks. Let me explain with an example. Each day and every minute we are breathing. We are breathing out of habit. We are not constantly telling ourselves, remember to breathe. Think of all the small and almost silly tasks that we are doing each day. Breathe, go to the bathroom, walk, put on our shoes, and so on. You get the idea. We don't even think about them because they are habits. And if they weren't, how stressful would life be to remind yourself every few seconds to breathe? This is also true for more complex tasks and takes away that feeling of being overwhelmed and stressed. Number 2, enough sleep. Quality sleep leaves you refreshed. Did you ever wake up not feeling rested and noticed your patience level close to zero? Well, this is not the only aspect sleep has an impact on. Our stress levels greatly depend on how much sleep we do get and how much sleep we don't get. The main reason is that sleep is decreasing our stress hormone cortisol. Enough sleep is ensuring that our body system is at balance. Number 3, regular movement. Exercise has many amazing benefits. One amongst is improved sleep. As we just discussed, this has positive impact on our stress levels. Exercise allows our muscles to move and makes us breathe deeper, which triggers the body's relaxation response. Number 4, a well-balanced diet. A healthy and well-balanced diet supports our body to manage the effects of stress. It provides our body with extra energies and vitamins, minerals, and substances needed for our body's functions. A body that works well can handle stress much more easily. Number 5, time in nature. Studies have shown that time in nature has the power to make humans happier and even lessen the effects of stress by decreasing the stress hormone. Nature is a masterpiece, and it allows us to realize that we are as well. Nature reminds us that this world is so big, and if we think about it, that we humans are actually pretty small, which also means that our problems are very small, and if we think about it, most of them probably don't matter that much. Nature helps us put things into perspective and take a literal breath of fresh air. Number 6, hydration. Just like not getting enough sleep is negatively impacting our stress hormones cortisol, so is not drinking enough water. Therefore, dehydration is directly linked to increased stress levels, but also increased stress levels are directly linked to dehydration. To put an end to this vicious cycle, it is important to drink enough throughout the day. Number 7, prioritization. It is important to not schedule too much. Therefore, it is really useful to have a to-do and can-do list. Planning your days and tasks in a certain way which allows you to get more done is really important for a few reasons. It not only increases the positive feeling of achievement, but also helps you to meet your deadlines, which reduces the risk of stress. Time management is a very beneficial tool when it comes to stress management. Number 8, regular breaks and rest. Rest allows your body to restore and regenerate its energies. Our engine can't run all the time. Rest allows them to cool down. Even if the stress levels were the same, if we confronted them more well rested, we would cope with the stress levels better. Rest is really important in order to deal with stress, but rest and breaks are also really helpful in order to decrease the stress levels. Therefore, frequent breaks and rests are a win-win and essential in order to keep health and balance within ourselves. Number 9, phone-free mornings. By checking our phones first thing in the morning, we are stimulating our brain for distraction. How we spend the first few minutes after waking up are setting the tone for the whole day ahead. If we get absorbed and distracted first thing in the morning, we are feeling absorbed and distracted the whole day. If we read something negative, our mood is affected and stress levels increased. And it is easy that this mood will drag itself throughout the day. Our phones, with all their sounds and notifications, are kind of stress magnets. Number 10. Single-pointed focus. Focus on only one thing at a time. Focusing on only one thing at a time helps to eliminate distractions or thoughts that are causing you to feel stressed, anxious, nervous, or worried. It allows you to put all your energies and focus into only one thing, the one thing that you are currently working on. Like this, even stressful situations can be handled more easily, as you can give all your energy and focus into that situation and feel less overwhelmed. Number 11. Breathing techniques. Deep breathing is known as one of the best ways to lower stress in the body. When we breathe deeply, a message is sent to our brain to relax and calm down. Try practicing deep belly breathing through your nose in a gentle, slow, and calm way. And lastly, number 12, meditation. Meditation is a very powerful tool and technique in many different ways. Meditation is focused concentration. It has the power to produce a very deep state of relaxation, which, as we know, helps to reduce stress hormones. During meditation, we release the stream of thought that is just circling and spinning around our heads, overwhelming us and causing stress. Mindfulness meditation is extremely helpful as it increases the awareness for the present moment. And that's it. Those are the top 12 tips and habits that will help you reduce stress. Just make sure that you're not incorporating all of them at once, as this is probably going to increase your stress levels and is going exactly against our aim. Choose a few tools that specifically speak to you and then try to work with them. Share down in the comment section below which tools spoke most to you and which ones you would want to try. I hope you find this video useful. If you did, make sure you're giving it a thumbs up and subscribe for more videos. I will see you in the next one. Until then, have an amazing time. Bye!